Hello Year 2. So yesterday we started looking at the ER suffix and we looked at how it turns a verb into a noun. Today we're going to look at the ER suffix again, but this time we're going to look at it as a comparative adjective alongside the EST suffix as a superlative adjective. Let's have a look at some examples now. Let's have a look at the three pictures below. I'm going to add some words and I want you to see what you notice. So the first picture is of a kangaroo and the word is strong. The next picture is of a rhinoceros and the word is stronger. The third picture is of an elephant and the word this time is strongest. So we've got strong, stronger and strongest. Have a think about what you notice about these three words. We call these adjectives comparative and superlative adjectives. Let's look at some more examples. So the ostrich is fast. The gazelle is faster, but the cheetah is fastest. So when we compare two things, we use comparative adjectives. But when we compare three or more things, we use a superlative adjective. Let's find out more about that now. So let's have a look at the rules for adding the ER and EST suffix. Adding the ER and EST suffix to these words is quite easy. So for the word short, if you add the ER suffix, it becomes shorter. If you add the EST suffix, it becomes shortest. The word long with the ER suffix is longer. The word long with the EST suffix is longest. For the word great with the ER suffix, it's greater. With the EST suffix, it's greatest. So let's have a go at adding the ER and EST suffix to these words. So slow. Have a go at adding the ER and the EST suffix. Then look at the word tall. What would tall be with the ER suffix? What would tall be with the EST suffix? Pause the video here and write down your answers. Let's have a look at what we need to do if we're adding the ER and EST to words that end in Y. Have a look at these words. If an adjective ends in a Y, such as pretty or tasty, we need to change the Y to an I and then we add the ER or EST suffix. Have a go at adding the ER and EST suffix to the words easy and happy. Think about the end letter in both of these words and what you need to do before you add the suffixes. Pause the video here and write down your answers. Remember, if the adjective ends in a Y, we need to change it to an I and then add the ER or EST suffixes. Now let's have a look at what we need to do if we're adding the ER and EST suffix to words that end in an E. Have a look at these words. So when the word ends in an E, such as wise or strange, we knock the E off before adding the ER or EST suffix. Have a go at adding the ER and EST suffix to the words late and cute. Pause the video here and write down your answers. Remember that when the word ends in an E, we knock off the E before adding the ER or EST suffix. Now let's have a look at these words. Sad, sadder, saddest. Thin, thinner, thinnest. These adjectives all end in a vowel and one consonant. So thin has the I as the short vowel sound and ends in the letter N, which is a consonant. So when an adjective ends in a vowel and one consonant, we need to double the last consonant to keep the vowel short. Have a go at adding the ER and the EST suffixes to these words, hot and wet. Pause the video here and write down your answers. For today's activity, all of the comparative adjectives in the sentences have been removed. We need you to find the correct one to complete the sentences and write the chosen word in the space. Think really carefully about which adjective you are choosing and make sure it makes sense in that sentence. Good luck.